Shalom, beloved. Shalom, shalom. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to be here. Shalom, shalom. Give me a moment. I'll be back. All right, all right. Whew. Okay. Shalom, beloved. Shalom, shalom. A lot's going on, beloved. Anybody in Tampa, Daytona, Orlando area? Are you in that vicinity, so to speak? Are my people safe from these certain districts? Is everybody? Oh boy, give me a second. Is it dick? I got this thing right here with me. Where is it? Oh boy. There we go. That's better. Anybody in that area? Are you? Are people? Are we good? Are we okay? Are people okay over there? So far, myself, I'm fine. Everything is fine with me. Nothing really happened on my side. This thing completely and utterly missed me. There's nothing going on down there in South Florida. Well, at least Fort Lauderdale, Broward County. Okay, Brother Jerry is all right. Good then. Most of our people, we are okay. That's good. That's good. All right. As I'm advancing in age, my eyes are starting to fail me. Make sure I clean my monocle here, just in case I receive some shocking news or we need to analyze things further. So I will use my holy and trusty monocles. I haven't consecrated yet. It looked like a pentacles. It could be a pentacles, but I will consecrate it later. Now, beloved, the storm concerning my location, it has completely moved away, and there is no threat to me. At least that's what the news whatever said. Remember those things, these storms, they used to call the hurricanes that they have right now, they call them zombie hurricanes. Okay, they could be gone, and then after a few days they come back again. Those are called zombie hurricane. You must forgive me in advance. I have a couple folks that are here, family members and non-family members, 2/3 in the midst, and at any moment you might see me interrupt this live and then go taking care of business. This thing, brethren, utterly missed where I stay at. It missed the east side. Thank you for checking on me. Thank you for checking on your beloved brother, fellow servant, fellow soldier. Everything is fine on my side so far. Now, this thing is moving forward. I am going to play a video. You may or may not be able to see it quite clear. However, you will be able to hear it well. Oh boy. You will understand how this thing is moving. Of course, there are a lot of things happening out there. I just find out that Coolio is no more. The whole thing, Gangsta Paradise, beautiful hit song. crazy song, and the whole business going on with Brett Favre, and it shouldn't shock anyone. Anybody of give me a second. You know what? Let me let this play. Anybody aware of the whole Brett Favre fiasco?
Good morning, Rick. We want to get right to the latest on the devastation Ian is cutting a path through Florida right now after making landfall as a devastating Category 4 hurricane.
There's the radar right now. You can see that storm is on the move. Overnight, Orlando getting hit with so much rain, it was a 1,000-year flood event for that area. And look at this in Daytona Beach earlier. Watch as the wind, ferocious winds, knock over the camera there.
Wow, and here's what we know so far. Ian is now a tropical storm, but it's still packing winds topping 65 miles per hour. And that wind is crushing the power grid with more than 2.5 million customers without power. The threat of the storm.
All right, let's just wash on the Brett Favre fiasco that they have, that the news don't talk about, and many people really don't know about. Okay, he was caught up in a welfare fraud. He was caught up in those guys. That's all they do. Okay, anytime you keep hearing those professional celebrities are retiring and they'll come back from retirement, they are broke. They have no money whatsoever. They are broke. Those people are the worst at managing any money. Okay, all right. Brett Favre, you know, you would take, this guy should be at least a millionaire. Okay, all right. So, and then what it did, that's what they do all the time. They suck up the system, a system that is here, a fair system that is supposed to be fair and help those that are in needs. And you got a guy, a millionaire, is sucking up from this thing. Okay, a millionaire, and they are stealing. That's all they do, Bridget. That's all they do. All they do is cheat. Well, the system is made for them to cheat. There's nothing we can say about that. Okay, that's all they do. Those guys spend a lot of money. Now, listen, beloved, we have to understand those people built the system and the advantage, and even better, they build it against us. Okay. All right. That's why we just have to say, okay, you know what? We're not surprised things like that happen because it's supposed to happen, because that's what you people do. And you people blame, you like to call our people welfare queen, or the black woman is a welfare queen. And then when something like that, a millionaire in the midst of you come in and do something like that, everybody's very quiet. You don't see the news plaster his face all over. Hebrews making video about this guy, dragging him, calling him how he's destroying the community, how he's become a dead weight on the community, how he's become this in the community, how he's making us looking bad. How is this? How are we gonna move out if niggas like Brett Favre can do it right? How are we gonna do this? You don't see that. You don't even see his people been bringing him out. Nobody's saying anything except a few of our brothers and sisters that put a few videos out there. This thing is not hitting the mainstream media. That's all they've been doing, brothers, cheating this system. And of course, they build it. They make it seems like it's a fair system. Okay, which everything that they have here, it's fair. It's a fair law. They just use everything backward. Okay, they just put something fair in front of you, and then behind your back, it's unfair. All right. He's not him alone, brothers. There are multiple so-called celebrities. That's all they do is stealing. Stealing, moving money out of this place to other places. That's all they do. Now, with that being said, we have to understand that's their system, and that's what they do. They build it against us, just like Hollywood. Okay, anybody would remember the first movie that Hollywood ever received, or well, the first blockbuster? Anybody remember the first blockbuster that Hollywood released? The Legacy of Hollywood. Thank you, V. Stevenson. Birth of a Nation. If you don't know what this movie is about by D.W. Griffith, you need to, I'm not telling you to go watch it, but you need to read about it. Just have the synopsis about it. Birth of a Nation. See, that's what catapulted Hollywood into making movie. Hollywood is not making movie about, they are not about money. They are about power, control, and respect. Okay, they all about making things against you. That's why we can't go to those people and say, okay, give me give me make me a star, make a good representation of our people, make a Black Panther movie. And I'm still surprised. Well, all praises to the Most High. Chad, rest in peace, the fellow. I haven't seen, they didn't turn him into a cowboy in the whole movie, or they didn't bring in any cowboys. They got the vibe in there, but I'm like, it's a matter of time. They will bring either one of the painter, I don't know, was a former cowboy or something like this, and our people will like, oh well, you shouldn't do this. That's what they do. You have to understand the roots where those people came from. That's why you need your own Hollywood. We have movie directors out there. We got writers out there in the midst. You make your own. You made it for the people. No matter what it is, it's yours. Like we told our people, it doesn't have to be necessarily a movie about the Bible. Do not let the Bible become a fetter or iron band in your mind. Don't let the Bible enslave you like it enslaved the so-called Christians and the Hebrew Israelites out there. You can make a movie about anything, or women's, anything, as long as you own it. You see, we suffer from something that's called, I say, post-ownership. We never own anything. We were owned by people. We don't own anything. All right. Yes. In this movie, they portray the Black man as a beast, as a rapist, lust for white women. There's this moving scene where this white woman come up. They weren't black men though; they were white men and black faces, which is ironically like this is exactly what it was. You got this white woman cornered in the edge of a cliff, and then this black man come up onto her, and then she didn't want to get ripped, and then she jumped over the cliff and killed herself. The whole movie theater, they clapped, and then they got out, and then they start lynching black men. After every time this movie played, that was the movie that amplified the lynching of all people. They go around just looking at black men and say, he raped this white woman, he raped this, he raped that. And then they will hang them and burn them and kill them. This is Hollywood. That's their legacy. That's how Hollywood was built. That's what it is. There's nothing we can say that can, oh well, they need to do better and make and represent us better as minority. Never, like Dr. Claude always tell you, never refer to yourself as a minority. Never do this. That's what you're saying by technically what you're saying. They must represent us as a group of losers. Minority mean losers. You're not loser. You're not the tail now. You're the head. That's right. The KKK, the Klan, they got inspired by this movie. Okay, that's what Hollywood does. And then we got people out there forcing their way, try to get in this. It's not made for you. Make your own. And we will. Again, beloved, come back to what we are saying now concerning the whole bread 5 thing. That's what those people do. They build things against you. The whole welfare thing wasn't built to help you. It was built to cripple you. It was built to separate you from your wife, separate you from your men, separate you from your children, separate you from your true strength. They keep you giving you. It's like you're an addict. They give you enough drugs. You won't either overdose or you won't be sick, but you are afraid of getting sick or you're afraid of overdosing. Okay, they build all those things against you. That's what it is. Yeah, the original skinheads were Jamaican brothers. Okay, the original skinheads were a group of Jamaican dancers and singers. Okay, they were calling the skinheads. They went to the UK, and then they were very popular in 60s and 50s, 60s. They had their own music, their own style. They got swagger jacked. They got swagger jack, and then those guys swagger jack our brethren. They call themselves skinhead now, and then they shame them, and then our people have this problem. This is the problem that I'm having with our people. Once we created something, okay, you can do your research. I don't like to talk about those things because our people are effed up in the head. They will fight you and everything. This is one thing that our people I really despise in the midst of us. Once some of us create some, did you know the whole concept of TikTok, musically ly, or social media is based? Our people come up with all of that. Do you know without so-called black folks, there's no such thing as entertainment, there's no such thing as love? And once you take love out of the equation, everything, we are the single people on this earth, everywhere around this earth, that literally hold everything together. So now, why we are not creating our own? When first, because we had that curse heavy on us. The only way to prove that this curse is moving away is to start doing things that you were forbidden to do and see how they're going to turn out. We are the most imitated, the most copied, the most people that they try to be like in his entire earth. You never see another nation try to be like the so-called the Arabs. You never see anybody try to adapt, talk like an Arab man wearing the burqa. Is that what that is? Whatever that their women are wearing. You never see their men are walking and praying and stuff. You never see these things. You never see anybody anywhere trying to act is like some kind of like Chinese man and stuff, and then they're speaking Chinese and talk like a Chinese or communism and every single place around the world. Our people, we are very ignorant because most of us we don't travel. Or most of us we don't when we watch traveling things, we watch on the eyes, on the point of view or POV of the enemy. Everybody around the world is acting black. Ever since Hollywood make them first movies that make make the blockbuster, it's all about black. It's all about you because everything is you. But I'm not saying those things to make you feel good. Those are facts, man. Okay. Of course, brothers. I know we're not black, all that stuff. Just for the sake of this discussion that we are having, they are copying the light. Is one thing. Shadow love is the light, because without the light, shadow, it could not exist. That's why I'm telling my brethren right now: stop wasting your talent trying to get into the music industry. Make your own music industry. Now Hollywood will have to come to you and sign contract with you. If those people are copying every single thing that we are doing, including what we are doing here, just discussing things related to this and that, and Hollywood, the people that are here, they know they are copying, taking things that we're doing. Netflix, Fox News, and all that. If they are copying you, if you made a company, they will come. If you build it, they will come. They will come. They're like, hey man, man, the last movie that you released and stuff, that was like amazing. So how about a collab? Come to sign our contract. No. We don't. What, we are the lender, you're the borrower. You come under us, you sign the contract unto us, we give you permission. Hollywood is done. The music industry, beloved, it is done. It's time for our people to wake up and saying that thinking images control your mind. We have to put better images out there for our people. Stop that drama garbage, man. It's just too many. You turn on type on YouTube, is some kind of drama. This guy got molested when he was a kid. This woman got molested. She becomes strong. This dude, instead of him become strong, he got a sex change. It's too much of this garbage. Make movie, make all people talking and talk smart and make smart plan and do smart things, and our people will imitate being smart. The reason, or one of the main reason, why the two-third act like that, because that's all they feed on. There's this fellow. I'm just going to touch this a little bit, and then I'm going to begin the prayer. There's this fellow, this rapper over there in California. He went by the name of PNB Rock. If you may not be too familiar with him, so PNB Rock, he went to one of those chicken and waffle restaurant and sitting here with his girlfriend, and a dude walked in and asking for some money, something like that. They ended up killing him. Come to find out, it was one of those. He was stunting on people on social media. Okay, he had like gold Rolex. Most of those time, those things are fake. He was driving brand new car. I'm motivating my haters. This is all for my haters and stuff like that. And then he went to a restaurant and go eat, and they taped one of the. I have the video here. Turn out it was a whole family, the mother, the father, and the son. The son is a 17-year-old boy that went over there, and then they tipped him. He been in jail. He got a ankle monitor. He been out of jail. So he been out of jail, so they tape him. He went over there. You see the rapper asking for his chain and stuff and stuff, and then he killed him. Okay, he shot and killed him. All right, because what that is, okay. The girlfriend posted the location on Instagram. She posted, "Oh, this is where we at. We are eating, and you're not." The two-third. That's what that is. I bought this $50,000 watch, and then y'all niggas out there living on welfare. That's what our people do. Once they get a little money, they stunt on their brothers and sisters. You got people that live on social media, so to speak, for things like that. I'm motivating my haters and stuff. Yeah, listen, certain people out there, they are straight up killer. You don't taunt them. Our people see things like that, they feed on that. So you don't serve them things like this. Once you make your own media and stuff, you make good stuff so our people can be inspired. So they want to see their faces, the people in a position of power, control, and respect. You want to show this. You want to show our people being in the places that everybody bow down and respect them. Your whole image around the world will change. If you keep showing our people in that the ratchet mindset, ratchet, everything is freaking ratchet, killing, they're gonna feed on that. And the demons, that's what they like. They like the spirit. So I think I heard there's some phone. So in all conclusion, beloved, we're not supposed to be surprised with this system, okay? The whole system thing, the whole Bread 5 thing, the system is built for them. They use this thing, and nothing really going to happen to Brett. They're going to protect him, but mark my word, they're going to go ahead and come after certain black folks and then blame the whole thing on them. They're going to blame the whole thing on some black woman, some black dude they find somewhere. And the next thing you know, all people like, will I agree? You'll say, I knew this. I knew, I got a cousin. That's all he do. Forward, and stuff. But anyway, beloved, since today is the deck and the storm move away where I'm at, and I say thank you for all that pray for us. Let us keep on moving and praying, and after that we will bring certain things that are going on over there in Russia, all over Europe and all over the world, and where this storm is headed and what you need to do to protect yourself, because this is a spiritual battle that has nothing to do with the physical storm. All right, great glory, great praise goes on to the mighty one, the one that created the heaven, the earth, and everything, and all praises and glory goes to the Most High God, Yahweh, you, the horrible and terrible King, with your terrifying power. Yes, indeed, we see the storm that you sent. It made the top 10 hurricanes that ever landed. It made it that list as a category 4. Of course, they give you the number 4 just just to keep you busy. And we give you great, great, great praise. This has nothing to do with Cern. This has nothing to do with HARRP. This has nothing to do with man-made weather. This is holy weather. The weather is the Messiah's wife. He doesn't need any men to satisfy him, to satisfy her for him. The Messiah doesn't need the Gentiles to build some sophisticated technology so he can control the weather through them. It doesn't work like that. It don't work like that. Our God don't need the help of the Gentiles to control nature. Everything that you see happening is the doing of the mighty one. This is the angels doing this. We thank you, Heavenly One, for not giving us into great shame and great reproach. Thank you for not utterly and literally obliterating Florida. Thank you for targeting specific communities, which we're going to play the video at the end of the prayer so the people will know and understand what's going on. We have to comprehend, beloved, that this is the end time. This is not the time to play. This is not the time to wait on the rapture. This is not the time to sit over there and talk and then discuss and dispute with Gentiles and try to prove to them that everything is being done by the Most High God Almighty. They know that. Beloved, we are the solution to the problem of this earth. And the solution is complete removal of the venomous germ, of the poisonous source that we have on this earth. This earth needs a complete fumigation to remove this pest, and they are being removed. Beloved, you are special. Your prayers are special. Your mouth, your tongue, your thoughts, your action, your life is very special. You are the one, by your prayers, are controlling the narrative. You're controlling the action. You're making the events. This is very important. Behave as such. Oh, Heavenly One, we say thank you for giving us access to your angels, giving your access to your intelligences so they may accomplish what we told them to do. And what we have said ages ago is to bring more hell upon the enemy. Give them 10 times what they gave unto us. Take back everything that they stole unto us. Destroy everything that they have. Sweep them off of the land, literally. Sweep them off with the 4 elements: the earth, earthquake, the fire, wildfire, water, the flooding, air, the tornadoes and storms. Sweep them off with the swords. Sweep them off with nothing but despair. Yea, indeed, the so-called Christian have rapture anxiety. People are getting anxious out there because there's a strong possibility that the rapture might not happen. No, it won't happen. To the Heavenly Father, to the angels, keep our brothers safe. Our beloved brothers in Fort Myers, Tampa, Orlando, Daytona, our people over there in Georgia and up north. This thing going to keep moving north, brothers. To our people in New York, New Jersey, our people in South, North Carolina, it's moving north. We don't know where it's going to hit, but it will hit specific community like it does now. We give the Mighty One great praise, great glory. The 40-day fast is working, damn it. I believe something is going on with Jupiter, of course. The fast and your prayers are working. Continue on praying and fast for the nation. Of course, today is the day. Some of you are fasting, some of you are not. Thank you. Beloved, this work could not be done without you, Jews and Gentiles alike. If you need a true change, you need the whole thing to be changed. You need a brand new car, a brand new house, a brand new land, untouched, uncontaminated, untapped market. Beloved, it's time for us to take things seriously. It's time for us to make things in our own image, so to speak. It's time for us to make things our own way. We need the gatekeepers in our own gated community. Nobody gets in if we say so. Whatever that you're working out there, the Most High have his hand on it, he will bless it. You need to start thinking big right now because you are big and it's getting big. Their leaders are humble, their leaderships are humbling. Their kingdom is being brought down. The despair is embedded in their hope. There's nothing they can do. We have victory. We are victorious. Michael is standing for us. And we give the Most High great praise, great glory. Gratitude and best regard to our beloved brothers and sisters that are in the eye of this storm. May they be protected by the angels. May the angels cover the houses and cover them and their family. Selah, so be it. To all the angels, the Holy Spirit, thank you for always assisting us. Thank you for always being in the midst of us. Thank you for always being there, guiding us, making things clear for us, explaining things for us, giving us more knowledge, more understanding. Now we need to know, beloved, that some of you have the ability to remove things from you. The same way that you put the curse upon you, you can take it off. The same way that you went away from the Father, you can find your way back unto him. Follow not the way of the Gentiles. Do nothing as the heathens. Go back to your roots. Go back to the Father. You don't need any men to show you how to, or even worse, bring you. It's already in you. By the horrible and terrible power of the Most High God Almighty vested in me, I leave all of you in peace. May you go in peace. May you be at peace. Thank you for praying for me and my family and the nation that are staying down there in this storm. Continue of praying because you are spiritually controlling this thing. Everything is spiritual first. If you keep asking protection for the nation and destruction for the enemy, that's exactly what's going to happen. Be not dismayed, be not moved. Thank you, beloved. You may live in peace. Go in peace. There will be no Jacob's trouble. What you're seeing out there, beloved, it's Esau's trouble. This is not Jacob's trouble. Okay, the camp did not say anything about area kings and fighting gonna be in the midst of the Gentiles. That has nothing to do with anything. But anyway, let's play the video.
Now stretching beyond the Sunshine State, with North and South Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia also now under a state of emergency.
Good morning, America. We want to get right to the latest on the devastation from Ian. It is cutting a path through Florida right now after making landfall as a devastating Category 4 hurricane.
There's the radar right now. You can see that storm is on the move. Overnight, Orlando getting hit with so much rain, it was a 1,000-year flood event for that area. And look at this in Daytona Beach earlier. Watch.
Now, keep in mind, brothers, they keep saying 1,000 years. It's just something that they love. 400 years, 1,000 years, 18 feet, 10 feet. You know, just listen.
As the wind, ferocious winds, knock over the camera there.
Wow, and here's what we know so far. Ian is now a tropical storm, but it's still packing winds topping 65 miles per hour. And that wind is crushing the power grid with more than 2.5 million customers without power. The threat of the storm now stretching beyond the Sunshine State, with North and South Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia also now under a state of emergency.
We have team coverage across the storm zone, and we start off with Ginger Z in Fort Myers. Good morning, Ginger.
Michael, it was an unbelievable 24 hours that we just spent inside Ian. So I want you to look right behind me. This is from the pool deck, and you've got little footbridges. All of this, by the way, is in the front of the hotel that came from the back of the hotel. The power of water is so insane. And I think so many people, unfortunately, had to learn that lesson in Southwest Florida yesterday.
This morning, coastal Southwest Florida decimated. Ferocious Hurricane Ian shredding parts of the peninsula. The Category 4 storm making history as one of the most powerful hurricanes to ever make landfall in the Sunshine State.
The amount of water that's been rising and will likely continue to rise today, even as the storm is passing, is basically a 500-year flood event.
There you go. There you go with the numbers, with the years. 500 years.
Up to 140 miles per hour, ripping apart homes, sending debris like projectiles. Surge pushing water laced with rubble through the streets. Ian also carried life-threatening and record storm surge. The ocean overtaking the land. Overnight,
Okay,
more
the
than 2
ocean
million customers
overtaking
throughout
the
the
land.
state losing power.
That's my grandparents' house.
In Fort Myers Beach, many waking up to find they've lost almost everything.
Somebody's RV came in our backyard.
Somebody RV came in the
That's our
backyard.
pool.
The pool
That's
is
our
gone.
deck.
The deck is gone,
That was my house.
and that
My
was the
house
house.
is gone.
The house is
This
gone.
neighborhood turning into
This
an
is no
extension
joke.
of the Gulf. Streets consumed by water, cars submerged, buildings shredded. These trees barely hanging on.
We are beginning to get a sense that our community has been, in some respects, decimated.
Okay, our community in some respect has been decimated. Okay, those people don't talk like that. Okay, when you hear them saying our community in some respect have been devastated, that means it's hitting them really hard. Okay, it's hit them really hard, and they really can't go and saying, for instance, the shore, the beach area, there's a specific group of people that always stay around all the beach areas. It is recently that they had given some of our people a family, their beach back. They stole from in the 1940s or 1950s. They have given it to the family back. That was recently. Most of those folk, they like to stay by the sea, enjoying the beach and stuff, and they keep our people away from that. All right, we do not have beachfront properties. Well, at least where we had. Okay, Bruce Beach, 1920s. Okay, those people just come and then they just take it, and then they call the police on you. All right, they can still do this. They just come upon your house, a property that you have. They just take it, call the police, and say you took it. That's all they need to say. Just like back then, the white women all just have to say that I think this black man tried to get with me, and then they will lynch and kill you. That's what it is. So those specific location, there's a specific demographics thing there, the specific community, and surprising to us, this demographic, this specific community is hating real bad, Bridget. You heard the word RV. Somebody's RV is in my backyard. My pool, my deck is gone. That was my father's, my parents, my grandparents' house. It's gone. Now, a lot of people, of course, you will have the conspiracies always. Like somebody tried to convince me has it could be a hoax. A hoax doesn't mean it's fake. It means it's staged. Huh? Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. All right then. Okay. Well, good. So you have those people that can stage everything now. I'll give you that one. So they want to stage something. They stage it in their own community. They could have easily staged this thing in Jamaica and Haiti. They love Haiti so much. They would have literally wiped out the whole island, but they didn't. They staged it in their own community. False flag so they can bring FEMA over there, so they can bring FEMA. But FEMA need a reason to go over there. Let me tell you something. Your so-called Holy Cross or Red Cross or FEMA, none of those things, or the police, they never need a reason to enter the hood or anything like that. They don't need a reason to go ahead and dump drugs in the neighborhood. They don't need any of that. They don't need any false flag to do anything to our people. They don't need none of this thing. They just do it. When those people came in our land here in 1492, they didn't need any false flag. They didn't need some kind of hoax to come. They just come upon the land. They start wailing and killing our people. Beloved, what you're seeing happening right now in Florida, it's revenge, it's punishment, it's payback, retribution. That's all that is, man. You see, just like the Gentiles thought they out of the storm, they done. They're like, oof, the pandemic is over. Oh, the wars over there are over. Then there come the fire, the wildfire all over this place. Oh my God! And then the wildfire is done. Then there come the popcorn, the school popcorn everywhere. Oh man, this is too much and stuff like that. Then there comes this variant. Oh, this is a variant and stuff. And let me go ahead and chill. Then it come the whole monkey thing with those cowboyism. Oh, the monkey thing is on a dance. They could never catch a break. That's exactly how we've been feeling for over 400-500 years. We could never catch a break, whatever that we do. And it's not, the land of America is not cursed. The earth is not cursed. It's you people that did those things that are cursed. Wherever you go, whether you go back to Europe, because you're European, right? Whether you go to Europe, Africa, anywhere, it will follow you. The curse is upon you now. It's upon your loin. If, beloved, we are seeing in real time, this thing is moving towards those people, that means something is moving towards us too. If those people are struggling with something, but they should have some place, somehow, some way for us to get things a little bit easier. Some of you start seeing certain things happen in your life that never happened before. Continue experimenting. Now, the other day, 2 days or Monday, we were discussing about Australia. Okay, there were somewhere around 200 whales, pilot whales, okay, that washed ashore, I believe. And we were talking about, excuse me. Yeah. All right. We were talking about those whales, and we said the whales, they left because there's something in there. There's something in the water. Okay. It's they fled. It's not like when you look at the so-called the Lebanese, the story we made about the Lebanese that went in the sea and they all died. They were fleeing something from Lebanon. They were fleeing like misery, insecurity, famine, starvation, violence. They fled and they choose to die in the sea or on the boat on the sea rather than on the land. Now, if you see those whales are coming in rather die on the land, that means there's something worse in there. There's something is in there. I don't know what it is, but it is in there. Now, the connection we made, of course, with the whole Charles King Islands and all that. But when this happened, they find out the whole Nord Stream, they got quote unquote sabotage. Men cannot do this work. Something did happen. Some boom, some loud thing happened, caused this great damage. And the dolphin, the whales, they fled from this thing that did this, whether it was a creature or a chariot, because the chariot swim underwater just like they were flying in the sky. Those things, they move, they don't have friction. There's no friction for them. They move anywhere at any time and any kind of speed, slow, fast, anywhere. They change sizes, they become big, they become small, and things like that. That means there was something in there. When the destruction happened, those whales, they fled because there was certain things down there. Now, there's another video I've been receiving from multiple people, videos of cruise ship, and then there's this creature that they saw. Yeah, the creature in the cruise ship, they saw this, clearly see it. It's not like things they're making up. they saw these creatures. That, of course, in the old book, they just said those creatures will pop up again. Certain things you will see them, and scientists or 83, they won't have anything to explain it. They won't know. Why if a freaking dragon show up? I'm not saying something you see far in some screen. Little dragon just drop in certain community and burn it down. It was all over the news. What they gonna say about that? You think they want to see that? Say, oh, well, it was Hollywood was shooting a movie over there, and then they had the CGI dragon that actually went rogue. Of course, a lot of backass of all people, they will believe that. A lot of backwarded scum out there are looking for any excuse to just believe the Gentiles. Yeah, I knew Big Levi was lying when he told me the Most High sent those beasts over there. I knew it was some kind of mechanical dragon that they sent over there. Most people, just like right now, they are leaving the Christian church. They are doing their own research, but you have a fair amount of scum that are still going there and then like believing everything they told them. There is a fair amount of people, Christians, that are looking for the truth because they've been lied. They know that. They are searching for the truth. I've received email, text messages. People ask me, what kind of book would you recommend? I told them straight, over here, we don't eat nothing cold. And I tell them, hey, you know what children don't play with? Do you know what children do not play with? They don't touch this thing. There's a specific element that children don't play with. You're walking on very dangerous ground. Children don't play with fire. If you wish to learn what we're not saying those things to vent and gloat. We're just telling you, you have to be mentally strong, man. To know, to handle the truth. You can handle the truth. You have to be mentally superhuman. You have to be very strong mentally. That's one thing. Spiritually, you have to be godlike. Because certain things that you will find out, it will literally break your heart. Things that you will find out, it will not only break your heart, it will bring great shame unto you. And will bring depression. That's what it is. And you can't ever, never go back to the church anymore. You can't ever, never worship white Jesus anymore. If you're ready, if you're not, if you think you need some time in the church, by all means, you do so. I am not here to tell you don't do those things. I have no idea what the Most High got for you. But if you think you can worship or serve two masters at once, it don't work like that. It doesn't. Now, we need to start asking the so-called Christians out there, if your God is so lovable, why did he do this and over there in Fort Myers and Tampa? We already told you our God is terrible, is a terrifying, violent God when you come against his anointed. Yours is so lovable. If your Jesus did love everyone, why didn't he stop this? Where's your Elon Musk? Where's your scientists? You have to call those people on their lies. When those Christians try to say, wait, hang on, fellow. First of all, I'm not going to have a discussion or a dispute with anybody that is not yet raptured. I only have respect for raptured Christian. Well, you say you are going to be raptured. You have to tell them. Because now you have the narrative, you have the truth. You're going to hate them where it hurts. because all those people been doing is look down upon us and telling us, oh well, you practice voodoo. The reason why you black people are so stupid and poor because we practice voodoo. We're not Christian. We don't serve. Yo, who is or who are the people that pray the most on this planet? Which neighborhood that has the most church? Who are the people that say the name Jesus than any person, any group of people around this earth? Who are the people without fail that spend generation upon generation worshiping some images that don't look like them at all? Who are the people? Who are the people? Who are those people? That's what we were black, so-called black folks, Hebrew people. We more Christian than so-called the Christian. Some of you did take this issue very seriously. Thank you, brother Jose Morales, for the super sticker. Our people worship better than their gospel music. It's you cannot take any other form of gospel music and put it against the so-called black gospel. You could not take any other pastors, you put it in front of a black pastor. Even the worst of the worst we have, they will destroy them. Our people do everything the best way. They do their best. How dare you sit there, you telling them, well, if they weren't doing that, you provoked them. You provoked them. You say, oh, well, because you're not a Christian, because you don't go to church on Sunday. But they go to church on Sunday. They do all those things. They still get shot in the street. They still get killed. They still get denied everything. They still call certain names and being beaten down and all sort of things. And then you keep mocking them. You say, well, you have the curse of Cain. You have the curse of Cain. Now, it seems like the curse of Cain is I don't know, there's a revelation, an apocalypse, some kind of big reveal, some kind of, we need to take a closer look there to the curse of Cain. Like, what's going on here? So let me see. Hey, hang on. That curse of Cain, it's a bloodline thing. That has nothing to do with skin color. No, certain people are getting hammered now. You have to ask those people, man. Yes, where's your 5Gs? You see, the Christian, they love conspiracy theories, garbage. Anything they can deflect the power from the Most High and put it on men, as long as they can make you believe that men is in control, to fear men, fear the elite, they win. You see, you can easily go to any elite, you take them down. They are men. But when you know something is being done by the Most High God, you don't know where that guy lives. You have no idea where he lives. Okay, he lives in the sky. Okay, go get him then. You can't. He lives everywhere. He's actually in the womb with you. I can see him. That's the deal. You see, things like that, he keep you on edge. You know for a fact that Bill Gates don't know where you live at. Most of you, if you do a little quick search, you can find Bill Gates' house. You can find those elites and stuff. You can know where they work at, where they go on vacation. You can take them down. It gives you a sense of, he's a human being. You're afraid of them, though. But when you know it's the Most High Almighty, you know there's no escape. There is no escape. No matter where you go, what you do, that butt's going to get whooped. You're fighting a person that you cannot see, you cannot hear, you cannot smell, you cannot touch. In the contrary, that person can do everything that you can't do to him, he can do it to you. That's the greatest fear. Remember, brethren, we are the one that can't remember. We have the amnesia. They don't. They know everything you've been doing. They know what you're capable of. They know that. They are well aware of that. They know what you can do. That's why they keep telling you, don't do this, don't study, don't experiment, don't practice, just pray. And let me tell you how to pray. Come to my church and then kneel in front of this statue, and this is the best way to pray. Pray for everyone. Pray for the world to get better. No. We are praying for restoration, destruction. You see, there's 3 heads of the eagle. One of them is already gone. The other two heads is just dingling. Beloved, we are about in 6 months. Is that what that is? In 6 more months, we're going to have Pluto entering the house of Aquarius. And then we will sure get back. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not predicting something good will happen. I can predict that because it will be, for lack of a better word, it will not be pretty. We, as the children of the Messiah, we do not have any weapon, so to speak, physically, any armed guns or tactics or any leaders or any people that we can use to go over there and fight those people. Not in that sense. But we do have a celestial army. We do have unseen forces. At one point, brethren, you will be amazed to see the things that will happening before your eyes. The whole world will know soon enough what they have done was a grave mistake. It's already too late. There is nothing anyone out there can do to stop this or change it or appease or make it, I don't know, lighter. The Mighty One said, this war, this time is the time that will end everything. Brother, get ready. I was speaking with a brother. He said the amount of hate the Messiah is going to send, most people going to die by heart astonishment, heart attack. That's why they did in the book. They say, don't be dismayed. Some of you will see it, you will laugh, you will clap. Say, hey, that sister dream come true. That brother dream came true. Some of you say, that was my dream. I saw this. That was myself in the future sending the thoughts to me in the past. But them, they will literally drop dead. It's going to get tough, man. No way. Those people can't run. Brethren, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. On my side, this storm is completely, I would say, move away from us. I have suffered no losses. Thank God Almighty. He protected me. My family, although they are 2/3, we have people in Tallahassee. They had no losses. Everything is good on our side. Thank you for all of you that pray for us. Thank you for all of you that sent your kind emails and mails, and thank you for the great gift of this nice gamer chair, this powerful investigation monocle. Make sure that when people say stuff, we need to put them under the monocle and see what's going on here. It seems like my eyes are day and day failing me, so now I got this monocle. I'm going to consecrate it. Thank you for all of you that think. Thank you for all of you that always support the treasure chest. Thank you so much. It helped a lot. Thank you for everything that you've been doing. The one that called and sending your email. I appreciate that. And I'm quite honored that I am in the army with soldiers that give a crap about you, that make sure you are good, that make sure they help the way that they can do. This is how it's supposed to be done. We pray for each other, we help each other, we're moving on. Beloved, tell you the truth, this thing ain't gonna get better for them. It ain't gonna get better. It's every day, it's every day, every time something's gonna happen. It's not gonna be good for those people at all. Okay, thank you for the time we had together. I'm in the process of getting another whole system and plug it in so we can receive call again because this thing, man, it's not the oh boy. Yes. So, Regin, I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. Do your little research. To the Gentiles out there, read a little book that they forbid you to read. We will highly recommend you read Clavicula Salomonis. Okay, it's a book written by Satan. Go ahead and see what it is. All right. I say fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Selah. So be it.